Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's poppin'? I wanted to holler at y'all today about something, man. Like something real. It's gonna be a few things. It's gonna be broken down in segments. Y'all know how I do, right? But one of the main topics we gonna talk about is the narcissistic stare, right? Now, before I really even get into this, like a lot of times when I reference to, I seen a lot of individuals do something on this or whatever. I'm only doing that like from the humblest spirit in my heart, like, because before that I didn't know nothing about it. You understand? So when I say it that way, it's just that with everything that the people around me has taught me and that I've learned, I add my own flavor to it, and I have a metamorphosis because my environment is a little different. That's all. Like, and I just want to put it out there because I understand. I hear everybody and understand what everybody's going through without me having to say it. HSP, that shit is real, right? But what I want to sit down and talk to y'all about is the narcissistic stare. Now, the narcissistic stare is something that is usually characterized by a feeling of envy, greed, or hate. You ever heard the expression, right? If looks could kill, I'd be dead. Remember that? I know it's a lot of y'all that remember that, you know? And for the ones that don't, you're welcome to sit down and have a seat too, man. I don't want to make it seem like, I'm standoffish or nothing like that. I'm not like a social media person or nothing. You understand? I'm used to dealing with people in a social environment where we can actually sit down and talk, like as individuals. You understand? So the dialect and the dialogue of actually being able to communicate through social media is just like a little different to me. It's a different etiquette. You understand? So, if y'all give me a little bit of time and a little bit of patience, then I'll be able to show you guys, that I can adapt to it. You understand? I'm actually going through it right now with my boo and shit because, she like kind of trying to like show me different things, a little here, a little there, you know what I'm saying? But I'm passing the test. I would say I'm qualified. But right. Envy, greed, and hate, right? I mean, it's so vicious that you can actually feel it coming through your pores. I'm talking about all the way, all the way, all the way. I wanted to, but I wasn't sure if I should. Just pardon the noise, one of the kids, they keep pressing they mamas and fathers thingy on the little whatever. It don't really matter. They kids. But I could remember the first time that me personally that I experienced it. You understand? So when I say, like, once again, just make it a little clear, you understand? I'm used to being able to sit there and talk to my people and not have to use clarification for everything. But I understand there may be a wider range of audiences of people who may, get offended by certain things. But I'm trying, you know what I mean? But I don't want that to get into the way of the healing. We could get into that later. But can I just get this off the way that I need to get it off? And I'm asking everybody to be patient and understanding with me. You feel me? I came to the table with information for everybody to share. I tried to hit every category for everybody. You understand? Give everybody a little bit of my life from my big ass family and what we went through and growing up and what our weekends may have been like over here, which may have been different over here. You understand? So I'm just trying to share bits and pieces of what I've learned with you guys, That's all I could do, honestly. you know. And look, that's how true it is, you know. This is all we could do. All we could do is just, you know, go with the flow and continue to go on. You know, the devil is always busy. I don't want nobody to get offended when I speak the way that I speak. You understand? Please don't get offended by it. You don't have to. Y'all never seen me comment anything rude to anybody ever, unless somebody was trying to fuck with somebody in my spiritual family or something like that. So don't get offended. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before with one of the other sis, you know what I'm saying? I had made a comment before, and I had said, like, I'm the type of person in the family that if you got something going on, I'm the last person you want to pull up, because you know when I pull up it's smoke. I was serious about that. You understand? But envy, greed, and hate, right? I'm just trying to give y'all a little bit of what I can, you know what I mean, in totality, man, for everybody to get a little bit of something. Nobody perfect or nothing. I'm just sharing with y'all what I learned. I went through a lot. This lifetime right here has been a lot. Y'all see what I'm going, come on, man. Y'all see what I'm going through. You understand? And every day is just like some psychological, spiritual type thing going on. You feel me? I think I've done well. You understand? So it's like the first time I ever experienced that, you know, after watching, like, you know, few of the homies. When I say a few of the homies, you know, I'm talking about people that was doing it before me. So if you hear me say like a few of the big homies, I'm talking about the people that niggas know that I be on their page and I holler at them and I respect they shine and shit like that. And you understand? Those are, like, I consider those my big homies too, of learning what narcissism is. You understand? All of that shit is transferable. You understand? It just don't have to be on no rah-rah shit or nothing like that. So when you hear me say, I watch a lot of people do certain things about this, you know what I'm saying? But y'all got a story for y'all. It's not for comparison, y'all. I'm from the hood, you understand? So my travel is different. We already know that. I made that clear and plain from the jump. I made that understood that I don't care about views. I don't care about nothing except the people around me that I care about, that care about me. And I've showed that. Don't try to squeeze blood out of a rock, you heard? Even though you probably could. That's why motherfuckers be stalking and acting crazy the way they be acting crazy, to be honest with you. Word. Shout out to Jesus and all that, though. But the first time I ever experienced that, it was a situation. Remember when I was telling y'all, like, I think it was maybe not the last one. The last one that was like dedicated to my aunt from Baton Rouge and shit. You feel me? I wanted to give y'all little bits of pieces of what she shared with me as a kid when I was growing up. I had to do the indigo child because she dealt with that a little bit. But one of my other aunts, she really deal with that. You understand, like with the free will, the creations and stuff like that. She's on it. So I learned a little bit from everybody. You understand? Like I told you, y'all know Christianity is like 70% of my family. So we got to discuss that. We from the Western world. Like you already know what it is. I dropped the little jewels on y'all when I was talking about the Nomo tribe and how voodoo got to here to there. So all of the things move based on cultural things. You know what I mean? Please, nobody get offended, bro. Like, please, like, you understand? This is the type of shit that niggas go through with niggas. You feel me? A nigga be standing there, he be talking to a shorty and saying something or whatever. He'll see me talking to my shorty, and the conversation we have will be something totally different than the conversation we having. Not because a nigga going to buy yachts and boats and all that, but because it touches your soul. It's different on a different type of level. You understand? And you know what happened? His chick will talk to him later on and say, I wish you was more like him. And then he'll start to like not like me. You understand? It's triangulation. I've been going through that shit since I was a teenager, you are. So I don't care about none of that. But the first time I experienced that right there, right? The narcissistic stare, right? It was a night where It was one of those mama house runs, you heard? When nigga was just like on some other shit, like, oh, I'm going to the crib, I'm going to my mother's house. But it was really no reason for you to really go to the crib, you understand? Like, niggas wasn't really tripping off nothing. You understand? Oh, I know what it was about. COVID mask. We gonna get to that too. We gonna get to that too. We gonna get to how the pandemic affected the narcissist and all that. But first, I want to get some of the keynote steps out the way. You feel me? We gonna do the titles and we gonna have conversations. Trust me, I got y'all. But we gonna do the narcissistic stare, right? One of those nights, right? When with the kids, you know, I'm about to be out, and instead of me being on my shit to where it was like, yo, where you go? Yo, why you always acting like a nigga was just tired of asking that shit, you heard? So a motherfucker did they regular routine, you heard? Foot by foot, step by step, place by place, you feel me? Did everything that they needed to do. Had the oldest one running around on some puppet master shit. Every time she get crunk, he trying to mimic behind her. I'm just standing there, you know what I mean? I'm telling y'all this like as a dad. Y'all know I'm a dad. Like anybody that, y'all know what it is, you feel me? Like, so it's like, I'm looking at her like, yo, why every time you talk about come on, let's go, he start disrespecting me and shit, you feel me? Like, we going to grandma's house, we going to grandma's house, yeah, we hot, like, just different things, you understand? And I was just looking at her like, and I'm just looking at her like waiting for her to, you know, pull like a little, like, yo, mind your business. I'm giving her hints as we having a conversation, and I'm trying to talk to her to try to figure out, you know, what's going on. Why you acting like that? Or this is when, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't believe this is when I still had the rose-colored glasses on and shit. Y'all need to go check that out. I got y'all, you know what I mean? But I want y'all to feel me, you know what I mean? I don't want nobody to get offended, man. It ain't like that, man. Everybody pull up, man. This shit ain't just here for me, nigga. Motherfucker ain't give me everything that I got just for me to keep to myself. I put it out there. I put it out there for y'all. You feel me? What? How many times we been persecuted, you heard? And not been able to be like, we gonna step in our beliefs, and people gonna believe what they want to believe, or people gonna question what they need to question, or if something don't make sense to them, got the nerve and the gumption to stand up and understand. I can name numerous, uncountable times that somebody was persecuted for that. We could just stop with enough people being killed and murdered, you know, in Salem, Massachusetts. The witch trials of Salem. You understand? So it's like, when I look at the spiritual world and stuff like that, I look at it different because I had family members that really believed in it all the time. You understand? When they came in, they had their little stuff, but it was like about peace. Like, I ain't never really had nobody that really did some crazy shit. Like, you only hear stories about it. You understand what I'm saying? But, you know, kids are kids, you know what I'm saying? They pick up, especially if you sensitive and stuff, you know. But it was one of them days to where it was just like I wasn't with the shits, you heard? And I was like, all right, you want to go, you know what? All right, hold on. What you need? Did one of those, you understand? Yo, where's that? Went and got the stuff, you feel me? Got it, boom. Gave it to her, boom. Got the baby, boom. Checked his diaper, make sure his shit wasn't wet, because I don't know if she going straight there or not. You feel me? If it's not, boom. If it's even a little wet, if it's even a little crinkle in the car, if it even, what? We taking that off. I'll change him right quick, put him in his little snowsuit and all that, or whatever he got on, boom. His brother, the older one, you know what I'm saying? He just, you know what I mean, on his own type of time, running behind mommy and shit, right? So, boom, now we sitting down on the couch, right? I ain't gonna drag this with y'all, but I wanted to just share a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because after I do this, it's something that I still gotta say that's attached to this, right? But I just wanted to share this with y'all just to let y'all know that y'all good. You feel me? Trust me. Nobody, trust me. Warrior shit for real. Like, the spiritual, like, I love that shit, like, for real. That's something that resonates with me more than anything other than, you know, the facts of what it is. And y'all gonna see what it is soon, because in Antarctica, it's melting. You understand? So y'all gonna have a chance to see exactly what it is that John Kerry and the Pope and all of them went out there, and they found, you know what I mean, in due time. I'm gonna try to give it to y'all, but I got a couple things that I want to do. right? But I slide it in the way I slide it in just for y'all, you know what I mean? Because everybody looking for a little bit of something, you feel me? Everybody ain't just looking just for the monotony or just, you understand? So because I've been through so much, not trying to best nobody, not trying to show nobody up, not trying to act like I know it all, not trying to act like I'm ascended master, not trying to none of that. Just trying to spread a little bit to everybody to pique everybody's interest so they can find a little bit of something that maybe they'll gravitate towards, that they'll say, you know what, this is food for thought. I'm about to digest it. That's all. I learn a lot every day. I just got finished telling y'all that I don't really know nothing about social media. You feel me? But baby girl, she on her. You understand what I'm saying? Let me see, son, if this nigga really telepathic. You feel me? Like, dead ass. And I think I passed, bro. I know I passed with flying colors. Like an elephant with 5 brains. But I still got the help of my earthly gods and my spiritual gods. My earthly gods is like my ancestors who may call me and feel some type of way and tell me certain things or whatever. Like stuff like that. I take heed to them just like I watch this. I watch this a lot because I don't really watch TV. I love to see y'all do y'all numbers, bro. I swear I do, bro. And nothing makes me more happier than that. I be looking at this shit in amazement, like, word? But I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm just, you know how it is. Social media virgin shit. So a nigga kind of like lean back on a lot of shit. Just like, let me see. You see what I'm going through now? You feel me? Just for showing admiration to somebody that inspired me, bro. You feel me? And being able to draw that connection like that, and the person know that it's real because it's different, something other than we shared, you heard? So that's different. But yeah, so I wasn't with the shits, right? So I was like, all right, you know what you need? We ain't got it, whatever, right? Got everything together or whatever. Boom, boom, boom. So I sat down, got the baby dress and shit, right? Zipped them up and all that. Boom, 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 boom. Got them together. Boom. Gave them to her, whatever. I was like, what else you need? Now, my phone just happened to ring like right after that. I'm talking about as soon as I said, what else you need? Like it rang like 3 seconds on cue. Like you had enough time to answer but didn't answer and somebody didn't see you answer and so I picked up the phone. I was like, yeah, it was good. But it was just one of my regular peeps. I don't do much. I ain't really into all that shit. You feel me? But because we'll get into that. But anyway, right? I hung up the phone. Boom. I sat down and I was just thinking. I was like, damn, they wanted to come over and holler at me, see what was going on, because one of the bros had something that he had going on and shit. You know what I mean? Regular shit. You know what I mean? Girlfriend, boyfriend type shit. We probably gonna have a conversation on here with some of the bros too, slowly but surely. You heard? I might just call a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? They probably gonna be on it because we be talking all the time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna see how they feel about it. But I said, that's all you need? See that image on the screen right there? She looked at me, and this is no lie. She said, I hate you. And she looked just like Reagan did right there. Shout out to William Peter Blatty, man, 1973. Exorcist, you heard? It's my favorite movie right there in the world. Remember when I told y'all we had that supernatural experience and they moved me from one room and they had me sleeping close to them? I'm going to tell y'all a story about why I love this movie so much. And what that experience with that light and the twins and all that did to me. Y'all could see it already. That's the first time I ever experienced the narcissistic stare. She said, I hate you. And I looked at her, right? And I said, why? And I got a text. I pulled my phone out, right? Now, this is after it rang and you know what I'm saying? I'm texting, right? And I finished texting. And I smiled like, regular. And I just happened a peripheral view. on my kids, it look just like what's on your screen right now. That's a narcissistic stare for you, bro. So when I say that this shit like Vietnam War in the hood, nigga, I know. I talk to the bros about this shit all the time, every day for free. Watch. I'm gonna see if they with the shits. Watch. I'm gonna see if I can do it soon, man. But this one right here is called a narcissistic stare. I hope everybody understood that, like, don't take it, you know what I mean, no type of way or nothing like that. You feel me? Like, come on, man. Y'all know me, man. I'm always around with y'all and shit like that. You know what I mean? I don't play. I don't be beefing with nobody or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, just wanted to give y'all a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? It's a little sunflower. Still on my grind. Still gonna do what I gotta do. You know that. You know what I mean? You remember what I told you, so I'm kind of spread a little thin and shit here and there and all that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the narcissistic stare really look like. I be you. You be me. Red Cloud TV.